Welcome to Bid and Ask. Here's your gold weekly liquidity map for the week of March 9 to 13, 2026.
Welcome to Bid and Ask. Here's your gold weekly liquidity map for the week of March 9th to 13th. Gold closed the previous session strong at 5,172.82. That tells us something important. Institutions are still buying weakness. Now let's talk about where liquidity is sitting. On the upside, the key buy-side liquidity zones are 5,178, 5,200, and 5,280. These levels likely contain resting buy stops and upside targets. On the downside, the main sell-side liquidity zones are 5,064, 5,050, and the major psychological level at 5,000. This is where sell stops and support liquidity are likely resting. And remember, markets move toward liquidity before the real move begins. Now let's look at the key events this week. On Monday, we have China CPI. That matters because China is the world's top physical gold consumer. On Wednesday, we get US CPI. This is a critical event and likely the biggest volatility trigger of the week. On Friday, we have core PCE, the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation measure. That means this week is heavily driven by inflation data, and inflation data can move gold aggressively. So here's the institutional game plan. If gold holds above the current structure and attacks higher, watch 5,178 and 5,200 first. If price weakens and sweeps lower, watch reactions at 5,064, 5,050, and especially 5,000. This week is not about guessing, it's about knowing where liquidity sits and waiting for price to reveal intent. Clarity, discipline, control. This is Bid and Ask. Share this.